Okay, we should be on.
We're dropping frames already. It's got to be chess.com. Like, what else could it be? If you've gone the whole week without dropping frames and now we're dropping frames, it's got to be chess.com.
Yeah. All right, we'll just stream with dropping frames.
Okay. It looks like it's mellowing out. Yeah, it's not going up anymore. I think we're good. Oh, darn, Karen's not signed in, so we gotta watch ads. No, it looks okay. I think it's okay. Hi, everybody. We're here. We weren't here last week because we had technical difficulties. Knock on wood. Should be good today. YouTube looks good. Twitch looks good. Live from Starbucks. How's it going? We spoiled the end of Sit Bear's game. What's up, Toast? What was the problem with the drop frames? Nobody knows. Somebody was really clumsy and kept dropping all the frames.
Account 1 million subscribed.
Account 1 million. 63 months. Thank you.
My Christmas was good. Went over to a relative's house and ate good.
Nice.
Watched some football.
How's it going, Random Moose? How's it going, Tensor Extension? Go Tensor Extension. I have no comment on Emery Tate or Andrew Tate.
Well, they're father and son. So they're similar.
What's up, CL Smith?
I miss Chess Lad. Bring back Chess Lad.
What's up, No Friction?
Yeah, I knew Emery for more than 20 years. 30 years. Yeah, maybe 20.
That's a lot of years.
Actually, 30 is probably right.
Are you going out for New Year's Eve?
I am not.
Me either.
I mean, we might. We just haven't talked about it. Seems unlikely.
$338 viewers. Nice.
Yeah, we're on Chess TV.
Hooray! Go Chess TV. Hi, Chess TV.
I forgot to tell them to take me off yesterday. Usually I remember.
How's it going, Sit Bear? Good to see you. Mercy Beeman. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Also, Sit Bear, thank you for the resub. 20 months.
Hey, we have a hype train.
Go Hype Train. Hooray.
My back hurts.
It's from carrying the team.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And my lower back's been hurting me lately.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm going to go take some Advil.
Okay. I'll be here.
Yeah, you're in charge.
Okay.
In charge anyway.
Like Charles in charge?
Yeah.
You got a cold, Pat? No, I don't. Does it sound like I have a cold? I hope not. Just the sniffing? I have asthma and sinus problems, so I apologize if I breathe a little heavy. This position seems equal. The white is slightly better. Very, very slightly better. Unless I'm white, then it's lost. Pat, are you a title player? I am not. It's something that I've wanted to pursue for a long time, and I think I could get close, but, life circumstances have prevented me thus far. What's up, Murph May? What's up, Mercy Beeman? I seem very good. Thank you. Should you get your NM or CM title so you can play in Title Tuesday? Yeah, I'd love to. Getting a title is definitely one of my life's ambitions, but it's if more favorable circumstances come about, then that's definitely something that I would pursue. Should put my own stream in the mix? I could. I don't stream a lot of chess, though. I stream a bunch of other random video games and random nonsense. I just like to have fun. What's up, PW Seagull? Good to see you. How far am I from a title? I'm pretty far. I don't play in enough tournaments. I've played in like 10 or 12 rated tournaments in my life. Sid Bear, I don't think you're too old to get NM. Welcome back.
Boy, the hype train hasn't gone anywhere.
It's because you left. All right, are we ready to look at some games?
Yeah.
All right. So the first game is from Sit Bear. We have some games that we put in from last week. So if you submitted last week and obviously we didn't go, whoa, Worth Me. Gifting 5 subs. Thanks, Worth Me. So if you put in a game last week, it's possible we'll look at it this week.
Probably just drop frames and stop streaming.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're dropping frames, though, are we? It looks fine. Okay, so Hitbear writes I'm resubmitting last week's game, but Hitbear also wanted a game analyzed so you can make up for last week by doing this case study of 2 suspicious games. I'd rather be a pawn up and defending a worse position, whereas Hitbear also likes to be in a worse position but a piece down. In this game, I thought I was better the whole time, even after I sacrificed the exchange, which you should always do. Such confidence is good for one's practical play. Okay, so Sitbear is white. Also, Sitbear, since you're here, there's a conspiracy that you and Hitbear are the same person. The conspiracy still exists.
At the end of this game, Black made a move, and then it says 1-0. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So it's game in 40... 40 moves in 80 minutes, and then delay 30. I think that's what that means.
You forgot sudden death 30.
Sudden death 30?
Ugh. It says delay 30 after the sudden death 30.
Yeah, it does.
So at move 40, each side gets 30 minutes.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Man, say no to drugs.
That was a complicated time control.
Yeah.
You're submitting evidence against that? I mean, it just... You can change the title of any game. You could say that Fisher played this game. And maybe we believe you. The bird is the word. F4. D5. So now we're playing in Dutch, but white has an extra tempo. Hooray! Bishop G4, I don't know, but it's similar to... Is it similar to this? In the Dutch? Maybe.
You didn't turn on lines, so all your analysis will be wrong.
Ah,
Oh, now it'll all be right.
Yeah, this looks similar to like when white's playing Bishop G5 against the Dutch. I must admit I want to play knight E5 here, but it's just me. Okay, E3 is good. E6. So far, so good. Preferable is Bishop B5 check, taking advantage of the fact that the bishop can't come back and defend the light squares over here. Bishop E2 is okay. Slightly passive. Game looks sort of normal. Engine prefers C4 here. Striking at the pawns. Lots of pressure here.
Yeah, Sid Bear just likes to
just develops his
like
pieces.
wood push. He
Yeah.
likes to like close his eyes and make the same moves every move.
Yeah, it's... The score is wrong? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, Sit Bear, at some point you should contest black center here. These are two strong pawns, so you should put pressure on them. H6 is really slow, I'm not even sure. H6 doesn't prepare anything, and it doesn't prevent you from doing anything, so H6 is weird. C4. Showing his intentions. Rook G8 for G5. The engine is suggesting a move that I would never consider. So I must explore.
We're trying to win the D5 pawn.
Got it. I'm just worried about that. And that. It says B4 now. Yeah, bishop F6, B4. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, queen E2. Bishop C7. A3. But black's attack comes first. G5. Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on over here. Takes is okay. Queen D6, double exclam.
Former muscle.
Okay, I see why it's brilliant, because this is hanging and this is hanging, but he wants to come in here. So I have to explore some lines now. G4 is the only move to allow the queen to defend H2. Yeah, I guess queen H2 and then bishop G3 is annoying. So there's not much to explore. You gotta play G4. G4 correct. Okay, takes. Bishop f6. That deflects the queen off the diagonal, so I agree. Bishop takes d5 as a discovered attack on the queen, which is very nice. Go sit bear. So far, so good. This is a much better square for your knight. It's stable. F5 is secured by 2 pieces. Okay, maybe 1 piece because this one's pinned. But knight on e4 is really strong. Attacks the rook, and it's in the center. Rook d5, rook a d1. Is that the end of the game?
No, he didn't play knight e4.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
suggesting it.
I just lost my mind momentarily. Okay, knight f3 was played. Okay, so d4. Oh, I see. It was like suggesting knight e4, and then I went down a variation. Got it. Always play knight f5. Queen e5. Why is that a mistake? It prefers king b8. Always play king b8 or h5. Okay, let's look at rook d3. Guess after rook c2, I'm lined up with your king here. And maybe it wants to come in like this. b4. Now he plays king b8. That's funny, this stockfish says that a4 is the best move, but your analysis says it's inaccurate. a4 is okay. I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around everything that's happening in this position.
a6 is a weird move.
Yeah, not really doing a whole lot. Now you have a hook. Just try to open the position now. Rook c2. Sit bear has some. Okay. I don't think I'm at that point in the game yet. So rook fc1 would have been better here. If we take this, then I guess you're taking this. And this material imbalance is too strong for... Actually, it's worse than I thought because queen c2 forks. Yeah, so this would have been preferable. Rook b3. Rook fc1. Rook d7. King f1. Wow. Where's your king going? Alright. Is this the point? He did not play 38 rook b2. I'm not there yet. Okay. And I'm really afraid for my king now. Or your king. After queen h2. After queen h2 it says you have to take this.
Yeah, that's the game.
Oh, this is how the game's going? Okay. H2. He did not play rook b2. The game continued rook d2. Knight takes h6. Rook d6. g5, rook g6. King f2. King d6. h5, rook e6. g6, rook f6 check. King e2, king e5. Knight g4 check. King f5. King d3. Yeah, and you're just completely winning now. Yeah, Black should be able to convert this if he plays rook b2, because... Okay, let's see. h5, rook b4, knight h6 defends the g-pawn. Move your king up in the endgame. Knight d4. So the king's going to be responsible for stopping these two pawns, and the rook is going to collect this pawn and push these pawns. That's my assumption. You thought the endgame was winning the whole time?
It was winning, but not for you. Yeah, rooks are better than knights.
They are. Okay, but as it turned out...
Another game proving Hitbear's the better player.
I didn't calculate, I just assumed I had enough passed pawns. Well, you're winning after rook d6. That's incredibly passive. It doesn't really carry a threat. You were going to play g5 anyway. Yeah, black can still hold on if just gets the king over here to stop the pawns. What if I take this? Does it matter? It does not. It was c5. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the position should be a draw. But anyway, nice game. Alright, now let's look at Hitbear's game.
Finally.
You guys had the same opponent, NN. Okay, so Hitbear's white. 1516 versus 1563. Is there a time control? Let me double check. 600, so a 10-minute game. It's a Smith Mora or a Mora. Pick your poison. Mora accepted, and this is one of the main moves. Bishop b4 is the move that I play. As black, you want to get in d5 as quick as you can to realize your pawn advantage. Bishop e7 is okay. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, 95. Duh. Yeah, knight e5 and queen a5. Darn, that picks up an extra pawn. What's up, Lawful Waffle? Yeah, so knight b5 is a mistake just because of that tactical sequence. It takes and take with the pawn, queen a5 check. Knight c3 and queen b4 hits this and this. And this. But okay. It's a 10-minute game, so it's easy to miss stuff. Bishop d3 allows this knight takes e5 and queen a5 tactic again. So the name of the game is checks and captures.
I thought it was chess.
Yeah. Gotta see all checks and all captures. So like you should check this every turn, you should check this every turn and make sure it's not losing or winning. H4. I assume you want to play that. And now that's winning. Oof. Yeah, it's the same thing. You should look at your own checks and captures, and you should look at your opponent's checks and captures too. Queen c7. Ah, missing the chance. Yeah, this is a typical sort of sequence. Queen c2 is kind of an atypical way to do it, but okay, that's a big threat.
It's a typical way to do it.
An atypical way.
Oh, not atypical way.
I hope I said an atypical way.
You did.
Okay, good.
But I'm being funny.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, king g8, queen h5 is going to be mate. King g6, h5 check is going to be mate. We play the Rubinstein move, and then never play f3, and then queen g5 mate.
Solid.
Solid, yep. Okay, but you play knight g5 first, and now we just deal with this. Yeah, I don't want to play g6 because of knight h7, and then we're opening everything up over here. You played h5. Yeah, you can play knight takes h7 here, and after king takes, h5. You open the diagonal for the bishop, you open the rook up, and then you can potentially get your queen up here. And this king is in trouble. Says black can hold on with this move, but takes, and then you have to find king g7 to stay in the game. But okay. Okay, h5. Knight takes e5. Now this is attacked, and black wants to get rid of your bishop. And you didn't do much about that. Take this first. Oh, what if I take this with check? That's okay. That's a way to play. Queen e5. Queen e4 is a nice move, hitting this. Okay, so after this, I can just take your knight, I guess. That's also fine. Queen takes, and now we must take the knight. And he didn't play it. Now every move wins. You played a winning move. Threatening this, and so forth. And then mate. Good job, Hit Bear.
And or Sit Bear. Yeah, much better than Sit Bear.
Bonerichi's rhyming in the chat. He says, H takes G, I agree. Would queen h5 also have been winning? In what position? This game's accuracy was under 60% for both players. Yeah, there was lots of blunders, but both sides missed. Knight takes e5, and Hitbear missed bishop takes h7. Yeah, remember, chat, checks and captures. Always checks and captures. Okay, the next game is from somebody. I forgot.
PW Seagull had a funny joke.
Yeah, I didn't want to read that. This is mean. Oh yeah, there's also knight takes h7. That was missed. Okay, it's from the meme team. My third ever rated game. Opponent was about 1850 USCF. Game 45, delay 5. Mainly just trying to improve. If you have any advice, I was white. Okay. I got it. All right. Khan. It's a 2 knights Caro Khan. The best move here is queen e2. And at your rating, it's possible your opponent will play that. I've actually had that in a game once. I had this position, I played queen e2. My opponent played knight bd7, and I played mate. That's also in a tactics book that I have.
Looks like the game Nimzovic, Sound
bitch. Queen e2 is correct. Okay, and then queen takes. And then typically what I've seen in this position is d3, g3, bishop g2 setups. And that's one way to play. He chose not to do that. Bishop c4. Ah, but did he play the excellent knight e5? Very good. And if we take the free queen, then we get mated.
Oh no, my queen.
Oh no, my queen. Eric Rosen approved. Mark is correct. Play knight fd7, then you don't get mated. Wait. Okay, so e6 defends mate. Queen e2. Jimster, yes, we did. We congratulated him on stream about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so far so good. Bishop doesn't want to be on d2. Just castle. Bishop usually goes to f4. Okay. Queen g4. Aggressive. Bishop f6 is fine. Yeah, your opponent's highlighting a weakness of your last move. Queen b6 stops you from castling it, puts pressure on this pawn. Attacks the pawn. So you decided to castle queen's side. Knight e3 is a big move. That was played. Very good. Takes, takes, always play king b1. And now black has two bishops. And no, it's possible he gets to your king faster. There's a nice bishop here. Nice queen here. And then he gave the bishop pair back to win a pawn. Hooray! h4. B5 is more accurate. Get a tempo on the bishop. D4, queen D6, H5. Darn, B5. Now we have to deal with a thorn on H6. Yeah, E played H6. And now black's going to have to allocate resources to prevent your queen from getting to F6, because that's just game over. This is the only piece that can defend the dark squares. Okay, queen F3, queen D8. I guess you could also play F5 and let the rook guard here, but then you have a weak pawn here. Oh, it says bishop takes B5. I wasn't even paying attention to this side of the board. Darn. Hey, queen D8. Yeah, bishop takes B5. Very good. Pin. Never do that. Yeah, this all looks really good. I don't really have any complaints. Fen Beingold subbed at tier 3. Thanks, Fen Beingold.
Yay.
Queen E5 is a cute move. Rook F5 is even cuter. Let's take with the pawn. And then Queen E7, Queen G7. Darn. Oops. Okay, Queen E5. Queen takes rook. And then he resigned. I wonder if that was like time pressure or he just didn't see this.
Yeah, white played pretty good.
Yeah, I think white played well.
Black shouldn't have allowed H6.
Yeah, that was the biggest mistake. Yeah, I mean, after your opponent allowed H6, you played the rest of the game really well. The only issues experienced were like in your opening play. Mainly right when you played F4. F4 is just too weakening. You're giving away too many squares over here. And castling kingside is just safer. You don't allow any counterplay with the queenside expansion and stuff, so. But if that's not your style and you like dynamic chess, then I don't think you did anything wrong. All right. Next game is from Dja Vu 2, resubmitting from last week. This is my second best 5-minute game on chess.com. It is from a few days ago. Okay. Our hero is black. So we gotta flip the board. There we go. It's the second best game. I wonder if we already looked at the first best game. Okay, Roy Lopez with A6. Bishop C5 not too common, because C3 and D4 come pretty quickly. More common is Knight F6. B5, Bishop B3, D6. So black's just delaying putting the knight on F6. Nothing wrong with that. H5, wow. Going for a fishing goal trap, I assume. Yep. So it turns out this can actually be captured. As long as we follow it with d4. Keep the knight around to guard h4 for a turn. What if we take the knight? And then we take with the queen, and the queen can come over here and defend. No problem. Oops. Yeah, go back. Okay, but bishop d5 was played. That's also a good move. King d7, wow.
And this is his second best game.
Yeah. King d7. Oof. Man, I wasn't prepared for that. Okay. Alright, you defended your knight. But now your king is in a bad spot. Yeah, so white should play a4 here. He decided to take the knight. That's also good. Or the bishop, sorry. Pawn takes. Now your king's perfectly fine. Bishop takes knight's a weird move. Should play d4 here. Hit the bishop, allow the bishop to come out. Okay, now suddenly white just has problems. I mean, the knight's hit, and if you move the knight, queen h4 comes. And this bishop's not blocked, so you can't get out of it. Ah, okay, so that was his idea. He wanted to sack his knight with check and then do something about that. Yeah, queen g4.
Hit bear recommended.
Yeah.
This looks like hit bear. With sit bear watching in disbelief.
So white's up a pawn. Or sorry, yeah, white's up a pawn, but I mean all of these pieces are quite terrible, and the king is not safe. Yeah, knight f6. Queen g8 for queen h7.
He meant to castle, but
oh yeah.
played queen g8 instead.
Yeah. Computer is recommending more aggressive play with g5, g4. Even knight g4 showed up for a moment. If we take it, then rook h4, queen h8 is going to be lights out. Even after queen g7, you can play queen h8 because trading doesn't help. Yeah, I'm just collecting all of white's pieces. Okay, queen g8, g3. Knight g4 is a very nice move. Can't be captured. Get mated. This position just looks horrendous for white. I mean, these pieces are all awful. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And this is fantastic. Okay, he tried. I don't want to trade queens here. This king's terrible. Go take that. Okay, yeah, you're just completely winning. Gotta be up a rook.
And white has bad pawn structure.
Yeah, it's also true.
Yeah, that was like hit bear.
Hit
Or
bear
sit
versus
bear, hit bear.
yeah, sit bear's white.
Yeah.
Hit bear's black.
That's how hit bear would beat him.
Yeah.
With dazzling tactics.
That was a nice game.
I would say it's second nicest.
Yeah, it's his second nicest game. But King D7, wow.
That's why it's only second.
Yeah. You gotta be inspired to play such a move. By what? I don't know, but it's it's great. Alright, let's look at the next game. From PW Seagull. High Pen and Bat. Something like that. Last week I submitted a game featuring the chaos that ensued when I tried out a new setup against the Pierts. Since then I played an even more ridiculous game resulting from the same setup. I can't even tell if I'm submitting it for content or instructive value. Hopefully there is some of both. So this is a rapid game that ended in a draw. It's a 10-minute game. And PW Seagull is white. Okay, it's a Pierts with knight c3. I can't really comment much on this move because I don't play it, but I mean, you can just move order back into the same thing. What this does allow is for black to try to fight for the d4 square, so c5 and e5 are playable here, so d4 is a bit more precise for those reasons. Now if black plays either move, you just take it. Go pen and bat, thanks, Fent Bangle. 300 bits. Okay, but I mean, if somebody's playing the Pierts, they're probably not going to deviate from what they're doing. So, okay, knight f6 and d4. g6. h3. Yeah, that's a move. Play bishop e3, queen d2, g4, stuff like that. There's many roads that lead to Rome.
Yeah, we went there for our honeymoon.
Nice.
But we flew there. We didn't know any of the roads.
Oh, darn. It'd be hard to drive.
Yeah.
Here. Bishop g2 is fine. Prefer bishop e3, queen d2, and long castle as quick as you can, and just go start attacking over here. Bishop g5. Okay. Yeah, in view of this variation, black has two bishops, and that's a good bishop, and your king's still in the center. Okay, h6, and then bishop e3. This all looks fine. Darn. Yeah, b6 has a threat and you didn't see it.
Well, congrats, Roddy Chess.
I went to Rome for my honeymoon this year. Oh, nice. Congrats. Yeah, your queen and rook are lined up on a diagonal here, so after b6, black's threatening bishop a6, defended by the queen. So you should do something about that. Just move your queen away. f5 too aggressive. PW Seagull getting tunnel vision on his own plans. Yeah, now knight takes e4 is a winning tactic. Hit the queen and hit this. And this. And too many of your pieces are attacked. Okay. Bishop takes f1 also good.
Always play bishop f1.
Yep. Knight e4 is still available and winning.
Rook a c8, that's what I would have played.
Rook a c8. Does anyone have an idea of why he played rook a c8? I don't.
It's passive and silly.
Mouse slip? This wasn't under attack, so I don't know. Okay. e4. Yeah, you can maneuver your knight to e2 and then f4. And then all of your pieces are over here attacking the king. I can't draw many arrows. Yeah, h4. Yeah, he should get his king off this open file. That's priority 1. King g8 only move to stay in the game. Yeah, c5 just lights out. Maybe that's why he played rook a c8. What? Let's take this then, queen f3. So many threats. Okay, rook d1. Always play bishop f8, just not here.
Right.
Knight d5 is okay. For e5 and get your bishop in here. Attack this. Attack this. It's crazy. Yep, good. Darn. h5. If you just get your queen to the f file, you're just coming in. Can't play rook c7. We got that covered. And this queen's over here doing a whole lot. Yeah, suddenly black's defending well. Always sack the exchange. I don't understand that move much. I mean, it is attacked.
Well, he didn't. His rook's attacked on.
Yeah.
He didn't see rook g8.
Yeah.
That's too hard to see.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah, after this, then bishop d4 check. Okay. Queen d2 check. Queen g5 check. Oh, was rook f2 a mistake? Yeah, just get your king out of here, I guess. Man. It's a game of mistakes. And there's no increment in this game, I don't think, so I'm assuming time pressure at this point. Knight e7. No. And then rook d2 is a mistake. Wow. Yeah, rook e1 is mate in a few. That's a nice move. Bring the queen over here. That's hard to see. Yeah, this is really hard to see in a 10-minute game, especially if you're in time pressure, so. Okay, rook d2, king f3. And draw by reputation.
Yeah, but not in the good way.
Yeah, that was an exciting game. Lots of back and forth blunders. I'm assuming time pressure. So yeah, that was a game. That was your game, PW Seagull. You played well, you just missed some stuff. For your next rapid game, throw on some increment. Then you might still get into time pressure, but maybe not as much. Black shouldn't have taken the draw. Well, maybe black had less time than white did. You don't want to lose, so you gotta do something. Is that it? Okay, that's all the games from this week. So the next game is from Bonerichi, who submitted this game last week. I have to scroll up to Bonerichi's message. Okay, here it is. I promised myself if I finished in the money, I would buy one of those Chinese vibrating... Okay. Well, I don't want to read that. However, I got fourth place split 4 ways in a field of 150 for a prize of $57.27. I found out that I didn't even make money. This tournament cost me a total of $119.12 after subtracting the entry fee, a new clock, and membership fees. This is why nobody cheats in chess. It's impossible to afford those special computers. All right, so Michigan Rapid played earlier this month. It's a rapid game, but I don't see the time control. Yeah, all right. And Bonerichi's black. All right, so we got to flip the board. A Petrov. I don't think I've ever seen a Petrov since I've been reviewing games. Fun. So this is like White's playing the Stafford Gambit as White. Does this opening have a name?
No.
Okay.
But it's been played.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, black only has one move here to maintain an advantage. It's a move that you should never play unless you have this position. You want to stop two things. You want to stop this, and you also want to stop this. The late Michigan expert David Moody played this against me years ago, although I knew about f6, I lost anyway. Darn. Yeah, f6 is correct. But Bonerichi's not going to play f6. What's up, Killer Caterpillar? Casinos never play f6, so he played bishop e7, just giving the pawn back. Bishop takes f7. Exclam.
Really?
No. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Okay, but you do only have one move here, king f8, which was played. Very good. Queen f3, bishop f6. I don't see White's compensation yet. Engine prefers queen e7, but I mean... Okay, you are threatening this now, so yeah, I understand that. Okay, knight c6, takes. My first instinct was to take with the queen, but upon further inspection, queen c6 is good for white.
Upon closer inspection, you were wearing loafers.
This has been hanging here for a while, but neither player cared about it. Yeah, White's trying too hard to checkmate the king, but just go take this and hit that. Paul Morphy played this game? No. Yeah, Bonerichi, you're playing well. No complaints. Wow. Queen A4.
It's not what I would have played. Although, I don't know what I would have played.
Well, you can't trade queens, but you have to trade queens, right? Oh, it's over here. It's still true. Yeah, you can't trade queens, but you have to trade queens because of that. Yeah, suddenly the game's over. No, Bonerichi played checkmate. He was on increment here, but I had 25 minutes left. 25 minutes and mate in 2. Always play mate in 2, Bonerichi. It's easy to calculate because white has 1 legal move in every position. The 1 position. Yeah, DK79, reiterating Lasker's maxim. Okay, Queen C2. And then he resigned. That's funny, he played 2 more moves and he resigned. That was a nice game. Your opponent played bishop takes f7 and you defended correctly and won. He resigned on increment?
RuPaul's gun.
Wait, what?
He wrote RuPaul's gun, which is funny.
Oh.
Fen buying old RuPaul.
Yeah. What are the time controls? He just said rapid. He couldn't keep making moves at 5 seconds a move. You can't keep making moves if you're down a piece and your king's getting mated. 30-minute delay 5. Yeah, nice game, Bonerichi. Okay, next game is from, I think, Simple Chess. I think. Simple Chess. There it is. Starting Chess. Simple Chess. I'm white. I entered a rook endgame up 1,000,000 pawns. But if you had 1,000,001 pawns, improved, I have no idea how to convert that. I'd like to learn. The game up until the endgame is pretty much irrelevant. Okay, so starting chess is white. I don't see a time control. Yeah, no time control. Okay. Okay. A French defense with c5. I think this is called the Marshall.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I remembered something.
Knight d7.
Knight d7 is very risky.
Knight b6 also good.
Yeah. Why did this game go to an endgame? That's my...
It should be 5 check, like with all of black's pieces.
Bishop b5 check takes. Just taking everything. What do you? You're just up a minor piece and a pawn. Starting chess. Don't go to a rook endgame if you can win right now. Okay.
He wanted to test his skills in the rook ending.
Yeah. Okay. So he played e takes f7. Queen takes f7. It's still completely winning for white. Queen e3. Okay, yeah, I guess you were worried about your bishop. Yeah, these rooks don't do very much, so that's well worth the piece investment. Just attacking the king with all of your pieces. I didn't mean to go that far back. Okay, queen e3, bishop c5. This is all still good for white, so no complaints. Playing well so far. You're just up 3 pawns. Now you're up 4 pawns. You're pushing the pawns on the wrong side of the board. Like, these are passed pawns, so you should be moving these ones. But you're still completely winning, so it's not a real complaint. Yeah, move your king up in the endgame. Move your king up in the endgame.
Yeah, but there's no reason to give up his c pawn.
That's fair. Yeah, you can just save your c pawn.
Well, you shouldn't let him play rook takes g4. You shouldn't play king a4. Yeah, after king a7.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't play king a4, then rook takes g4.
Oh, because it attacks the c pawn?
Yeah, no reason to do that. Just play b5 or c5 or anything.
Yeah, b5, king b4 looks good.
Uh-huh. And after this, you should not give up your c pawn. You should play c5 or king b5.
The h pawn's irrelevant. That's not a pawn that you have to take because it's not dangerous. What is relevant is having 3 connected passed pawns that you should push. So I agree with that. Yeah, move your king up in the endgame. King b5, very good. Yeah, now you can play some combination of a6, king a5, b5, and get the pawns going that way. Rook c6, rook d6 isn't really making any progress. King b3 is moving your king in the wrong direction. You're playing lots of one-move threats that don't really help your position. Your king's good on a4. Or you could go back to b5 and play a6, king a5, b5. Rook d7 check forces the king back to the 8th rank, and then you can play rook b6 or b6, it doesn't matter. King d5 isn't the easiest move to play, but the king's getting mated now, so king d5 makes sense.
Ooh, a6, throwing away the win. But he'll be winning later. Or maybe not. Yeah, you need a6 for your king.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, the king doesn't have any shelter now. I'm just gonna check you away. I'm gonna check you for ages. It's a draw because of I can check you around. The king can't hide anywhere. And you can't advance your pawns. The king puts pressure on the rook, so you can't play b7. So, rook e7, and then you can play a6. No pressure. I was thinking the king would run this way, but this king c5 wants to just bring the king down. There we go. Now the rook defends against checks on this file, so I'll play rook c8, just king b5. Yeah, and if you keep your rook on the 8th rank, then a7, king b7, rook d7, and then king a6, and that's lights out. Rook endings are always drawn. Okay, let's see what happens. Rook c2. Yeah. You got to attack from the side. Now white can save the game by playing rook b7. And when I say save the game, I mean save the winning advantage. Rook d7 is very strange. Your pawn's attacked here, so you should defend it. That's it. Just gonna promote this pawn and win. Yeah, so a6 was a mistake, but this next mistake is really bad because your pawn's attacked. Like, you can't lose that pawn. Just go here. There's no way to force the king out of the corner while your pawn's defended. Your king is never stable here. It's going to get checked away. And it can't even approach right now with the rook on b6, so... yeah, it's just a draw.
A perfect game.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the other games next week because
Okay.
I'm getting tired.
You're getting tired? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all we have time for, everybody.
Yeah, you guys did good.
Thanks, Bonerichi. See you all next week.
Your raid chess coach Andros.
Okay.
I already did that.
Oh, you already did. Okay. Where is it?
Chess coach.
Andras.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Enjoy chess coach Andros. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, and have a good bishop. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, we didn't drop any frames after the beginning.
Yeah, we didn't. It's great.
Yeah, we fixed it. Bye, everybody.